We're now learning what led Jacksonville police to a Northside apartment complex. That's where a local woman says officers barged into her home, put her in handcuffs, and questioned her. The News4JAX I-TEAM has been looking into this incident since Monday after that cell phone video surfaced. According to a police report, officers were responding to gunfire.
Witnesses at the Callaway Cove apartment complex described to police the shooting suspect as a black female with short red hair.
There was a missing piece to the puzzle. I think that this is the missing piece that we needed.
Crime and safety expert Lakeisha Burton is talking about this incident report just released by JSO about a local case of mistaken identity. In it, 2 police officers say Christy Jackson fit the description of a shooting suspect described as a black female with short red hair. An officer writes the following about this confrontation at the door. The officer states, "I requested Jackson's identification and asked if, redacted, was inside her apartment," writing Jackson was extremely confrontational and refused to identify herself. This is Jackson's account of what she said occurred at the front door.
Can you talk to me? Can you talk to me, please?
So they asked me, "Are you Miss Cooper?" I said, "No." "Do you know Miss Cooper?" I said, "No." So as I get ready to shut my door, being that I done answered both questions for y'all, we don't have nothing to talk about. I get ready to shut the door and they barged their way in.
Police say during the confrontation, officers claimed they told Jackson she was being detained, saying she still refused to identify herself and refused to allow them to take her into custody. Police say Jackson's reaction to the officers further led them to believe she was the suspect. Jackson, however, tells News4JAX a different story, saying she asked her family to get her identification.
She lives here.
And now you can hear in the video me keep hollering, "Get my ID, get my ID."
Once in custody, police say Jackson identified herself, and witnesses confirmed she was not the shooting suspect. Burton tells News4JAX the body camera video of the incident will reveal precisely what was said and whether or not police had probable cause to forcefully enter into Jackson's apartment.
In a situation like this, adrenaline is racing, you get tunnel vision, it's a lot of commotion going on, and we don't know if the officer even heard that. We just have to see what their side of the story is and piece it all together.
One of the officers also writes in that report that criminal charges for resisting arrest and opposing an officer would not be appropriate in this case. An administrative review is underway, and because force was used, our crime and safety expert anticipates this case will also be reviewed by the Response to Resistance Board. Christy Jackson has hired a lawyer and still maintains that her rights were violated.